Hello everyone, welcome to the Whistling Hermit's One Card Spread series. This video series is primarily intended for learning how to read the tarot. However, you can also use this as a card reading for the day. This is a timeless reading, so if you are watching this now, its message might be for you. For this series, we will be using the giant Rider Waite Tarot deck from the US Games Systems Incorporated. We will also be using the booklet of the Tarot of A.E. Waite from AGM Urania. The first part of the video will be a descriptive study of a specific card in the tarot. We will describe what we see and the insights and feelings we gather from what we see. The first part is characterized by spontaneity. We allow the cards to speak to us regardless of the generally accepted meaning of the card. By doing this, we hope to increase our intuitive capacity for reading the tarot cards. In the second part, we will be reading the description of the card taken from the booklet of the Tarot of A.E. Waite by AGM Urania. If you intend to use this as a timeless reading, you can randomly choose any card in the series that resonates with you. An alternative approach is to shuffle a Rider Waite card deck and pick a card randomly. You can then choose the card in the video series that corresponds to the card you picked. Note that this series is a work in progress, and it might take some time for the 78 cards to be completely read. If you want to navigate directly to a certain part of the video, such as Part 1 or Part 2, I have provided timestamps in the description accompanying this video. Just click on the link to the video segment you wish to go. So, without any further delay, let us proceed to the card for the day. Welcome to our one card spread series, and our card for today is the Five of Swords. Now, the swords often represents intellectual pursuits and something that is related to the intellect. And what we see here, there seems to have been, before this scene, there seems to have been an intellectual conflict or an intellectual exchange of words, maybe a debate, a discussion, or maybe an argument, and there were three people or three energies involved. One was the apparent victor of the present conflict or present altercation, and there are two others who seem to have lost. One seems to be in despair, while the other seems to take it quite well. He's able to walk casually out of the situation. When you see, with regards to the victor, or the one who maybe have won for now the verbal altercation, he is gathering all the swords, so he's enjoying his triumph, the fruits of his triumph. Maybe he's smiling at the same time looking at the people he have won over, or he has those who have lost in the altercation, or maybe didn't have as much advantage as he has right now. But at the same time, no, when you look at it, we do not know what is in his mind. Now, looking at the situation, no, there seems to be not 100% victory, because when you look at the sky, it is not completely clear. There are clouds, gray clouds, that are interspersed in the clear blue sky. So it seems that this, on the part of this on this person who has won in the conflict, he's not completely 100% over with it. He has not completely conquered everything. He has not won completely. There seems to be some clouds that needs to be cleared when it comes to his victory. What I mean is that yes, maybe he would have won, but there is that possibility that he would have lost also some friends, some people who are close to him. Now, it seems that along the altercation, as the altercation went through, there might have been some low energy exchange. Because if there was no low energy exchange, there would not have been somebody in despair. What I mean is that whatever they are fighting about, some of them might have put or placed their heart and soul in it, and so when they lost, they are now in despair and are not able to respond to the loss. Well, the other one seems to have entered the situation more maturely, maybe at a higher energy. Maybe he said that yes, there might be an altercation, and I will still try to give my best to try to win over the situation. But if I lose, it's okay also with me. So when he lost in the altercation or in the discussion, it doesn't have to be an altercation, but it is some sort of a dialogue. Maybe this one was able to enter into the dialogue with high energies, with high energy, mature outlook, with a mature outlook. So when he did not win the prize, or was not able to win over the situation, he is able to walk away relaxed, unattached. The other one might have entered with in a certain immature way, wherein he has placed everything on the riches that was lost, and so now he is in despair and he's looking down. This one is looking straight, able to look straight. This one is in despair, no longer aware of his environment, being in despair. While this one, we don't know his energy when he entered into the discussion, when he entered into the conflict, was whether he entered with a low energy. If he entered with low energy, maybe the smile is a smirk of success, but there is a tinge of maliciousness in it, or maybe a tinge of lack of charity in it. Or he could have entered it also with a high energy. If he entered it with high energy, then the smile would have been, I will find a way to reconcile with them. Maybe we can come about with something, so something like that. So this is now an invitation for us, no? For those who are reading, who are watching now the video, if you are presently in a conflict, you try to analyze the situation. Was it in a high energy? Was the conflict or was the discussion a high energy one? If the discussion is a high energy one, then maybe it would lead to a win-win situation. However, if there's a low energy part in the conversation, there's a danger for the dialogue to break down. And so there's a need for maturity in entering into discussion. And now the reason why there are clouds there is because, yes, there has been some people who have been hurt, and there's a need to clear those hurts. There's a need to enter, to have this high energy wherein you are empathic to the feelings of others, but at the same time you are able to at also if it's something that that really belongs to you, then yes, you are able also to protect what you already have. However, at the same time, there is also an invitation to look with magnanimity towards those who have lost. At the same time, with care, without losing what you already have gained. Now, when you look at it, behind the three persons, there is the sea, which can symbolize the inner part of ourselves. So there is an invitation for the three to look into the inner part of themselves. Maybe this one, in order that he will be able to detach himself from his loss and be able to begin again. This one, to continue to be open, maybe in the future to have reconciliation with this person. This also is a need to reflect on him, to be able to look at it in a more mature way, wherein it will not cause division, but despite of winning, he can still maintain a good relationship with the other two. So for the person who have won, there are some clouds he need to clear. That is, even though he has won, he has to make sure that it has not placed a strain in their friendship or in their relationship, whether it would be a friendship or a family relationship or a relationship between people who love each other, lovers. Now we look at it also, it is also an invitation for these people who have lost in the, somehow have the energy of having lost in the conflict or the discussion or in the altercation, no? For them to also reflect in their inner self, that they may be able to rise up from the situation in a positive way, and maybe open themselves to a possibility of clearing the clouds between the three of them. So this is a card of conflict, but there is again the balance of there should be also a play between the inner self and the outer self. If the inner self and the outer self are in contact with each other, then we are able to enter any discussions in our life or any altercations in life in high energy, and we are able to avoid hurting feelings, and maybe we can even elevate the discussion into a win-win situation. So this is the challenge now. But part of our human nature is sometimes, yes, we end up, we might have entered with a positive or mature point of view or a higher energy. However, along the process, there might have gone we might have gone down to a lower energy of discussion, and it could have led to hurting some others' feelings. But there is a challenge also that after the incident, there is always a chance to clear the skies by going up again into a higher energy, in an energy of reconciliation, an energy of maturity, an energy of openness to renewal, to beginning again. Well, that's it for now. Thank you, and let us now go to part 2 of the 5 of Swords. We are now in part 2 of our one card spread series, and our card for today is the 5 of Swords. Let us now read from the booklet of the Tarot of A.E. Waite from AGM Urania. Five of Swords. Divinatory meaning, warning, advice, and action. Some people see the prominent red-haired man and assume the card signifies some great triumph, or at least confidence. However, Pamela Smith drew this picture to illustrate the concept of defeat. Thus, we can focus on the two smaller figures who, like so many, turn their backs on us and walk away. The defeat here can refer to the losses and breakdowns of, of the old structures, but also the collapse of the attempt in the three. There are three figures here to unite people in shared suffering. Rather than truth, the swords here symbolize conflict, possibly even destruction. The water is choppy, the sky is jagged with clouds, the world a mirror of our inner state. Some see the two smaller figures as different reactions to defeat. Both have lost their swords and became powerless, but the one nearest the water covers his face in shame or despair, while the one closer to us holds his head up and walks away. Divinatory meanings: defeat, dejection, feelings of weakness or shame. Warning, advice: look beyond loss or defeat. Recovery. Action: something cannot be overcome. Accept defeat and walk away. Thank you. This concludes part 2 of our one card spread series on the Five of Swords. I hope that it has been a fruitful one for those who are reading this. Find as their card of the day. May some messages have, I hope some messages have resonated with you. If they resonate, then maybe that is for you. The message is for you. And for those who are here for studying the tarot, I hope that this video has been a good moment of exercise for your intuition. Until next time, have a great day.